Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Mom Knows Ball, a podcast that leverages the additional bond that sports creates between moms and their kids. I'm Melinda, also known as Mom. My co-host Jordan is not with us today. We'll talk more about that later. But my niece Tamara, our producer, she volunteered to help me out today, right, Tam?
That's some strong language, volunteer.
She volunteered to help me out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So silly. She's so silly.
I'm not mad at Jordan at all.
And they're so silly. I don't even know what they're talking about. So Jordan is traveling, so he couldn't be here today. And we made a commitment that during football season, we were going to have an episode every week. So Tam's here. You're ready to get started, Tam?
Yeah, ready to go. Let's go.
Let's go. Wow, she's excited. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to break down week 1 of college football. And by break down week 1, we are going to talk about Alabama football. And we had kind of written a different show, and based on the outcome of the game yesterday, we had a totally different show, which is actually pretty easy to write because emotions are so high. But anyway, if you don't know, Alabama lost. Alabama ranked number 8 in the country, lost to an unranked Florida State team. The score was what? I mean, I hate even looking at it. 31-17. And let's just get to it. Tam, I know you watched like the entire game from start to finish.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into the specifics of the game, I just want to know what your initial off-rip emotions are. Like just give me something. Like let's just hear it. We don't need any analytics. How are you feeling today, Melinda?
I'm used to this, which makes me very nervous. I'm actually, 2 years ago when Alabama lost, nobody wanted to have a conversation with me, and they shouldn't. And I hate that I'm getting used to this, and that really scares me. But I will say this, we're going to get into it, but I'm really not holding back today. I mean, everybody knows, how I feel about Bama. But, I'm going to lay it all on the line today about how I'm feeling about where we are right now. So, okay. So, okay, Tam.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the game?
We lost.
Oh, okay. Well,
we lost. I mean, it wasn't pretty. We lost. Yeah.
We lost.
We lost to A&M, lost to Arkansas. But yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Alabama A&M played Arkansas. So, if Alabama had been playing Alabama A&M, we probably would have still lost. So, okay, so anything else about the game besides the fact that the outcome?
Well, no, we lost. There's not really much else to say. I mean, I didn't know. I was not preparing for the game. I watched it, yes, of course, but I really don't have much else to say. It just was a sight.
Okay, well, since you are have so much to share today, I think it's time to just send you back to the producer room, and I'm just gonna do what moms always do. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna handle the whole thing.
Yeah, Tam, I'm sorry. This was pretty awful. I'm sorry. I'll try to.
Yeah. Her input was we lost. Thank you, appreciate it. See you later. No, you're not getting promoted to co-host, so know that.
Work this contract while we're at it too.
No, nope. See you later, Tam. Bye. Okay. So, all right. Tam, are you leaving or are you staying?
Send myself to the producer's room. You can just
okay. Well, you know what? Tam's just gonna hang out with us the whole show because she don't know how to send herself to the producer's room. See, this is how it happens. This is happening in real time. So, you know what, Tam? I was making fun of you about not having a lot to say about the game, but there really isn't a lot to say. You know, this is the first time since 2001 that Alabama has lost their opening game. I guess Tamara figured out how to get to the producer's room or to go away forever. We'll figure that out one day. So first things first, Florida State's quarterback, he had some strong words about how the Alabama defense could not contain him and the offense. And our response to that is disrespect will be addressed. And, you know, it wasn't. And so, you know, you said it, you meant it, you stood behind it, and there's nothing else I can say about that QB. Everybody knows I am a Bama fan, true and true. Been cheering for Bama through Ray Perkins years, through Mike DuBose years, through Mike Shula years, cheering for Bama when we played in the Independence Bowl back-to-back years. So I'm going to be cheering for them until the last tick on the clock of the game and probably my life. But yesterday's game was not good. And so I'm just going to break it down, right? I'm going to start at the top. I wanted to see something different from Coach DeBoer. I wanted to see some passion because I think passion is contagious. There were some times that when the camera caught him, he was giving us like that Mike Shula look. Do y'all remember that look where Mike Shula would have the look on his face like, what just happened? And we're all thinking, you're the head coach, dude. You need to be telling us what happened. So, you know, it starts there. It starts with head coach. And then, you know, looking at our defense, they looked like they were out of position a lot. They weren't able to contain the run. They weren't able to contain much of anything. And our defensive coordinator, Womack, I have tried to give him a little grace. But is coaching at Indiana, is coaching at South Alabama, does that prepare you to coach in the SEC? And based on the way our defense played yesterday, and quite frankly, in most of our games last year, the jury has been out, but I think the jury has got their verdict and they've called the judge and they're getting ready to say he is not our guy. I know he's DeBoer's friend. You know, maybe give him a position coach job. I don't know, but I just don't think he's our guy for the defense. And then let's talk about Ty Simpson. I mean, there were some times that the offensive line didn't do what they needed to do. But then there were some times that they did. And he didn't really, you know, I don't know, read what the defense was giving him. And he made some bad decisions. He was throwing sometimes when he could have just run and gotten the first down. I am not giving up on him, but we can't have another game like the game we had yesterday. We cannot play another team the way we played that team yesterday. Again, have not lost a first game of the season since 2001. We have lost 3 of our last 4 games, 5 of our last 10 games. This is Alabama. I know we spoil, but nobody in the SEC would be glad with those statistics. So next week, we got Louisiana Monroe, who incidentally beat us the first year that Saban was the head coach. So, hey, we're going to be there. I'm going to be cheering for the Tide. I'm going to always be cheering for the Tide, but it needs to be a different game. So always when we're talking about Bama, we're going to always say Roll Tide. All right, Tamara is back. And now we're going to talk about our Jacksonville Jaguars. So here's the news for the first week of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tam, do you know who the Jaguars are playing in the first week of?
Okay, I'm going back to the producer room.
She doesn't want to talk. I'm asking her hard questions. So Jacksonville is playing the Carolina Panthers. That's the opening game. So this is kind of complex for me because you all know how much I love baby Bryce, and he is the quarterback for the Panthers. So this is what I want to happen. I want the offense, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr., I want them to ball out, and I want them to score. I want Bryce to have a good game. So that means I want the Panthers to score. I want it to be a high-scoring game. But again, you know, I'm going to cheer for the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the game. But I also want Bryce to have a good game, but Jacksonville to have a better game. So next week we got the Jaguars. Next week, Bama has Louisiana Monroe. I am manifesting like both teams win, and I'm manifesting at the end of the season, we're all saying, oh my goodness, can you believe Alabama lost that first game? And now look at us. Because to be frank, I think if we're not saying that, there are going to be a lot of changes. Okay, so we're at the end of my two-man show. She comes back in. I should ask her a difficult question so she can leave again. So, next week we'll be back talking about the Jags, talking about Bama. Jordan will be back. This is a clean episode. We don't have to worry about anybody saying anything inappropriate. We don't have to worry about any cursing. We are well moisturized.
Yes.
So it is a good show. So Tam, since you came back in for the end, all of our listeners, subscribers, continue to subscribe, like, share, comment. And here's the thing. I have some hardcore listeners who text me stuff all the time. Put it in the comment. And if you take exception to what I said today about Bama or about Jacksonville, let's chat about it. I'm up for it. So, Tam, do you know ball?
I know ball.
You do?
I do know ball. I didn't this week.
Okay. All right.
Melinda, do you know ball?
I'm Mom, and of course I know ball, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.